Well, hello there, everybody. It's time for another tournament recap. This time, I believe it's actually ushering in a bit of a new meta, or maybe it's a meta that's always been here, but it's one that I've always think should be explored a little bit more with these top players. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself, well, what am I looking at? DK taking it over Sonic. This has to be some sort of pools matchup, right? And you would be incorrect, my friend, because this is grand finals. Now, let's go back a step before we dive into that, because it's actually grand finals of a tournament that took place this past weekend. There were 3 A tiers that went down, okay? You had Momocon in the US, you had Sunibato in Japan, and you had King of Fields in France. And that is exactly why I'm making this video, because all of the winners of these tournaments, these A tiers, you're used to me starting these videos off with Steve in the driver's seat, but not this time. So let's see how this actually unfolded, right? We'll take a step back real quick and see the 6 setup that Rari delivers against Ken. Now, Ken, we all know, is a generational player, but think about the stakes that are in this tournament right now. It's an A-tier event. It's a grand finals reset. It's a pivotal game number 4, okay? You don't want to see Sonic in game 5. You just don't want to do it. It's a pain in the ass. But Rari, using a combination of Steve, Falco, and yes, DK, actually takes this down. I'm going to skip a little bit ahead so you can see how it actually all goes through. Look at all that, bro. It's just actually crazy to me that he was able to do this against Ken. They're probably thinking, well, is he actually going to do it with like a 2-stock? Could it be a 2-stock fill? Hell no, it's not a 2-stock, you Jim. It's freaking Sonic against DK. All right? I want Rari to win as much as the next guy, all right? But I'm still going to be realistic about the outcome of this match, all right? So, but it is actually a very favorable outcome for DK. It's kind of crazy. Legitimately the best promotion for that new DK Donkey Kong game that's coming out for Switch 2. And yeah, that game might be a little overpriced, but I will promise you, Rari, my man, he is not overhyped. He absolutely took it to Ken, took him to task, got the job done. Look at his call on the look at his call out coming off the ledge, and now you're dead. 2 fists from DK for the victory, 1 fist pop off for Rari, and a firm handshake right there. Good on him. You can see the full results here. Rari took it down. Falco, Steve, Donkey Kong. That was the combination I mentioned earlier. And then you had Ken, you had level 1, you had Mild, another DK, and he's playing DK Meat Brawler. That Meat Brawler is on the come up too. And Meat Brawler is a character that's always been around, but I feel like he's just been more consistent as of late. So yet again, so that's some more vindication for my boy Light. You know what I'm saying? I know he's been going through it with some of them losses, but my boy Karage at 5th, Yanni P, you know what I'm saying, 5th as well, and then Daiguro Guriyoko as well. So those were some actually really good results. I really wish I was able to restream that event, but the time zones just didn't work out for me. So then we'll switch things up to King of Fields. Now, I mentioned some vindication for my boy Light. He got it again, bro, because Sparg0 took this event, and I would say he used more than it was like 70% Piranha Plant from what I saw, at least everything I saw. So this is grand finals, right? This is grand finals of this tournament against Crepe Soleil. Important to note that Crepe Soleil forced game 4 here by using Steve in game 3, but he went back to his Wario for game number 4. Not sure why. I guess he thought that was the answer. And I think Sparg0 thought, oh, free win, because he beat the brakes off this boy. Now, again, this is a situation where it didn't come down to like a 2-stock or anything like that. You will see Crepe actually does get a stock here and put Sparg0 on his last. But the thing about it, or does he get, hold on, actually, am I tweaking? Okay, he does. Okay, I was going to say he does. Okay. But it doesn't take very long. Sparg0 come right down, call up the jump, and then just put him in the dirt right there. Another Plant W, this time A tier. Are you noticing a pattern with the first 2 results that we've seen? Okay, who does Sparg0 use? He used Piranha Plant, Aegis, and Cloud. Okay, and I know he used full Aegis against Raffalo, and I don't blame him. If anything, I think Palu's a gatekeeper ass character, so I don't even think Plant would have had a chance right there. But do you see what I'm seeing? It's the same thing I've always thought that should happen with top players, bro. Continue to use multiple characters in a video game that has over 80 plus available to you, and then just surprise people. This is the second big tournament that Sparg0 has used Piranha Plant at and found tremendous success. It felt like it was just a Hail Mary against Light, but he just is embraced his character, and look at the success he's finding already. That's crazy right there, okay? But even with that being part of the quote unquote new meta, what about the solo main who did it? The first hero, to my knowledge anyway, to win an A tier, BeastModePaul. I feel like I haven't seen Paul since Genesis, where he got a solid 9th place finish, I believe. Well, he took it all the way at this one. Omega gets 2nd place, double eliminating Light, who had to settle for 3rd, and then Lima in 4th place. And you see the rest of the results right there. Meister and Cola, noticeable 9th place, definitely a little underperformance from them, but an overperformance from Paul, bro. He went off. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, this was crazy. You see the 999 right there, the 999 tag, flip it upside down, okay? Because this was some straight satanic shit that he did for real, bro. This is some 666 type hero gameplay, bro. What he did to my boy Omega. And Omega was playing out of his mind. He has the home field advantage. He has the crowd behind him, but he didn't have the oomph to get past the footstool that Paul put on him and put him in the dirt right there. So Paul popping off, rightfully so, deserved on that one. What do all these things have in common? You may be wondering. I was on comps for this, by the way. It was an awesome moment. See Paul up there celebrating with his pops, who's always with them, always showing them love and support. Love that dynamic. What do these all things have in common? For the longest time, I've always been an advocate that to reach the highest point of this game with consistency, counter picking should be a thing, bro. Even if you play Steve, bro, I feel like you should always have a character in the back pocket too, just in case. And I really mean that, bro. Like, on everything, I really mean that. In the case of Paul, obviously, he wanted to do a solo dolo with Hero. He did just that. Congratulations to him. But Sparg0’, you would think Sparg0’, people clamor, oh, bring back your corn, bro. Your corn was nasty. Your corn was sick. Corn wasn't doing shit right there, bro. You know what got the job done? It was that piranha plant. My boy Rari sticking with the Falco Steve and the DK. And talk about a DK so confident and so well played. I mean, there were 2 DKs in that top 8, by the way. Mile got 4th, okay? Talk about a DK that's just poised in position, bro. No Sonic in the world is expecting you to go DK in that situation unless you are a tried and true only DK main. MK Leo, think about MK Leo. Maybe MK Leo and like 2 Japanese players have ever done shit all with Byleth, right? Can you think of another Byleth player that's done shit all? You cannot. Oh, look at those handsome men on your screen right there. You cannot think of it though. That's because it doesn't exist. At any given moment, a top 10 to top 20 level player can pick a character I think that's underrepresented and take him to the top of the moon. We're seeing Sparg0’ do it with the forgotten DLC of Piranha Plant. I think that, you know who I wish Tweak was still around, because I swear he could do it with Banjo-Kazooie. I swear he could do it with Banjo. There was like, let's make big moves like 2 years ago. He was practicing the Banjo. I really thought he was gonna do something crazy with it. There are still levels to this game. There are still layers to peel back, okay? And yes, when we're peeling back, we're gonna see more Steves and more Sonics, so you're gonna get the tears, but eventually you'll get to that layer that's gonna put a smile on your face. Okay, it's gonna make you think there's still hope, there's still a chance in this game, and you're gonna think the next time you see a list like this full of some A tiers, there's hope that it's not just gonna be a Steve or Sonic revolution. Or maybe I'm just off the copium right now because we just got an anomaly type performance from some of these guys with some of these characters, and we're not gonna see this shit again. I really don't know, but I'd like to know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe, and let me know below, and I'll see you on the next one.